Welcome, Pisces. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for August the 8th through to the 14th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you so much for all of the loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. I appreciate you so much in my life. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. So now let's see what the energy is going to be for this week coming for you. Thought a card was going to jump out there, but it stayed in the deck. So, our first card is, oh, the Fool. Look at that. New beginnings are starting to happen. Now, I wonder if that's because Saturn's going forward for you. It could be that Mars has entered Sagittarius. That could be another one for you. Seven of Wands, you are making a declaration. Knight of Cups, feeling the passion, feeling the beauty, feeling the love. And we have the Six of Wands over the Seven of Wands. So that's your success card, your victory card. So let's stop there for a second before we go on and grab more cards and look at these ones a little bit more in depth. We have the Fool. Now, the Fool is usually work, career, finances, moving forward in a new direction, new opportunities, taking that initial step off the cliff. Okay, not knowing where it's going to lead, but feeling good about it, feeling optimistic about it. Now we have the Six of Wands crossing over the Seven of Wands, so there's success. Now, both of these, okay, both of these cards have wands around you. And the wands are supposed to symbolize the people that, well, they love you. They respect you. They want to see you do well. They're cheering you on. So with the Seven, you are making this declaration of how you want to go forward. You're stating how you want to grow, what opportunities you want to step into. Now, the Six, which crosses over it, is the success card. So it's almost like this week, the people that you share how you want to go forward are going to be there to be your supporters. That they're not going to say you're crazy. What would make you think of doing that? Look at your life and how it's been so far. I don't want to see you get hurt. They're not going to say any of those things. They might be a little apprehensive. But at the end of the day, they are going to support you. They are going to probably give you their 2 cents. And it may not be the proper 2 cents. You might have to prove yourself and show them that this is the right opportunity for you. And that might take several months. It might take years. But it all depends on how big that dream is and what kind of path you plan on walking. But they come to see it, and they never lose faith in you. They never throw you out to the wolves, so to speak. They never turn their back on you. They are always there to love you and support you. So you don't have to worry about people turning their back on you because of where you want to go. And they actually drive your success. So maybe they raise your self-awareness of how magnificent you already are. Maybe they open up opportunities for you that wouldn't have been there without them. But in one way or another, each person in your life that you feel close to helps you in some way of moving forward. They might just be moral support. They might open up doors for you. Now, we have the Knight of Cups. Now, first of all, let's get it out of the way. Okay, in a love reading, this would be passion. This would be your knight in shining armor, or perhaps you are the knight in shining armor. So, chance meetings, your eyes meet it from across the room, and you just know each other. Your souls know each other. But in a general reading, we're going to go passions, dreams, desires, and feeling that passion bubbling up inside of you. The kind of passion that you almost can't sleep at night because you can't wait for morning to come around so that you can start again kind of energy. I get this real giddy feeling, like this wave of happiness and joy that comes into your life through this card. So there could be new opportunities for you. And the people that are around you, even if they say, I don't think you should do that, I think it's a mistake, they're not going to abandon you. They're going to be there for you. It may take them some time to come around, but at the end of the day, they'll be there for you. They love you. They respect you. They know what you are capable of. They don't want to see you get hurt, but they will be your supporters. They will open up doors for you. And there's a passion, there's a desire, there's a burning sensation in your heart you just can't control any longer. You want to go forward. You want to go forward in a direction. You feel it bubbling up inside of you. Now, our underlining energy is the Eight of Swords, which is you are really going to get a different perception on how to go forward. A different way of looking at things, a different way of viewing the world, maybe viewing friendships, maybe viewing relationships, different situations. Maybe you've always seen it as one way, and now you have the realization that you see it in a whole new light. Maybe you always saw it as something that held you back, and now you see how it can move you forward, or vice versa. Maybe you've always seen it as something that could move you forward, and you realize now that putting your eggs in that basket actually hindered your progress. And you need to rethink your plan, rethink your strategy, rethink your movement forward. For the overriding energy, we have the Knight of Swords, and here's that burning passion again. I mean, with the Knight of Swords, failure is not even in your vocabulary. So I almost get the sense slightly with this card. You know, I see the forest, and I see you stumbling through this forest, on this horse. Now, you can't gallop through a forest when you're on a horse because there could be a rabbit hole. And if your horse's leg goes in that rabbit hole, your horse is now lame. And you are not going to be riding that horse out. You're going to be walking it out. The path could just end in the middle and you have to backtrack. There could be trees in the way, fallen trees in the way, logs in the way, large rocks in the way. You cannot go fast through a forest. But now you've hit the meadow. Now you break out into a full gallop. Now your sword is raised and you are yelling charge. So here's this passion again. This drive, this force, this determination on going forward. And you feel it, every inch of your body is starting to say, you can do this, you've got this, you can go forward. You've got the support behind you. You've got the idea in place. It could be somewhere you've always wanted to work. It could be a charitable organization that you always wanted to throw yourself into and change the world in some way. Or maybe it's just changing your neighborhood in some way. It could be a spark of an idea, a blog that you want to write, a video that you want to do. Maybe you want to teach. Maybe there's a job you always wanted and now you put it in that resume because you're ready now. We have the Knight of Wands with the Five of Swords. I think this is about relationships, growing relationships. You know, you're looking at where the pitfalls were in relationships previously. With hindsight, remember hindsight's 20/20 because we've now grown the wisdom. You see that you could have handled it a different way. You could have approached things a different way. There's something about your past and relationship that's going to help you move forward in the right direction with the right energy, with the right people. So pay attention to the little signals, the little clues you get from the universe, God, your angels, your spirit guides, maybe through meditation, prayer, being alone with your thoughts. But things are going to come into your mind about what transpired during other relationships, why you didn't get their buy-in, why they aggressively fought against you on certain things, how you did get their buy-in. You know, what were the right things too? We're not always looking at just the wisdom of what we did wrong and what we could have done right. We could be looking at what we did right so we repeat it. So we do it again, but with more flair. You know, you've got a lot of energy here, so definitely with more flair. So because you want that path to be straight and true going forward. For work, career, we have the Empress. Yes, the new beginnings. We have the Fool that started and the Empress in our work and career. Money, finances, this is new creative beginnings. This is heart-centered. So it brings out a passion in you, a desire in you. You can't wait to get going. You can't wait to get started. She's also a diplomat, so that's even better because now I know that you will think things through before actually signing an agreement, saying yes to a certain proposal, an opportunity, that you'll weigh out the pros and cons, that you'll make the right decisions going forward. So this is creative new beginnings, absolutely. And she is a diplomat, and she is a strong diplomat. So other people may come to you and have their 2 cents worth of what you should do, how you should do it, why you should do it, why you shouldn't do it this way, why you should do it that way. But at the end of the day, it's your decision. So really follow your intuition, follow your higher wisdom, follow your heart and what it's telling you to do in going forward. Yes, you can take in their advisement, but you don't have to agree with it. For love, relationships, we have the Three of Wands. Oh, this is interesting. If you are in a relationship, you are looking at how to grow the relationship, how to change things up, how to grow it deeper. Okay, but it's a lot of thought. Okay, we have 3 wands for a reason. We hold the first wand and we think, you know, if I proposed this, if I decided that I was going to bring this into the relationship. And it's usually a big milestone that we are deciding on here. What happens? How does it grow? And think about it. It's okay to have fear well up too, okay? You just have to recognize that fear, and then you have to ask yourself, well, why am I fearful of that? Why am I shying away from that? Why do I think that I will get hurt somehow or burnt somehow if I go that direction? Is it just something from my past? Because we did have looking in our past and people and relationships, right? So we may not have to go down memory lane a little bit and say, okay, well, I was kind of in this situation before. Now, what happened? What did I say? What did they say? What changed within the relationship because of that move, that milestone? How can I make it so that it flows? We move over to the other wand and we kind of look at our lives where it is now, and are we content with this? Are we happy with this? Is this what we want out of the relationship? Is there really no more except maybe just growing the love deeper and stronger that I want? It's not till you get to the third wand that you actually make the decision on how to approach the new growth that you want in the relationship or the new direction that you want in the relationship. So there might be a lot of heart-to-hearts and tossing things back and forth and kind of feeling the waters out and seeing how they feel about it, taking it back to the drawing board in your mind and say, okay, so this is their argument. How do I feel about that? Can I live with that? Can I compromise? Is there a compromise that's possible without selling myself short? If you are looking for a relationship, this is telling you to take it slow. Enjoy the moment. Let it evolve on its own. You don't want to get their full story in the first date. You just want to experience the now with them and let it grow naturally, and it will grow naturally. Moving to each wand as each stage of the development of the relationship. It takes time. It's an expansive path. So if you do meet somebody this week, then chances are it's going to grow into a beautiful relationship, a long-term relationship. But you have to take it slow at the beginning and allow it to develop slowly. We don't want to rush. We don't want to push through the energy. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.